When it comes to like the product and the business, how did it evolve?
Yeah, so it was, I mean, when I joined, we really just had like some top merchants that were already shipping product in the US. So these are sort of what you think is traditional mail order foods. So we were aggregating those and becoming a marketplace. I think when we really started to unlock was turning any merchant into any restaurant able to ship nationwide, which basically meant anyone could like franchise overnight. And that took a lot of work. That took work on sort of the logistics side of being able to break down a package and make it so that, you could out of a box get a very similar restaurant-like experience. And the complexity of that was pretty intense because there's a lot of varieties of foods that we were shipping. So we started simple and kind of worked our way to more complex. Early days, a lot of like pizzas, cakes, and things that were already, half baked, easy to warm up at home. But by the end of my journey at Goldbelly, like we were doing Michelin starred meals that you could get out of a box, and that obviously was a lot more complex, not as easy to translate. But you know, being able to get like a Peking duck shipped to your house is pretty crazy and pretty transformative, but it did require a lot of work. Um, the evolution of the business also was kind of similar, right? So the early days, a lot of it was gifting. It was thought of as kind of like a replacement to Harry and David, or like some of those seasonal gifts that you would give to people. And we also had to evolve that over time to, hey, this is not just for giving gifts, it's also for yourself. It's also to replace date night. It's also to replace a lot of like cooking functions because you could get these meals delivered to your house and cook together with your family. And so that required a lot of work on our end from changing the narrative, marketing, and also just creating the right user journeys for that to kind of transform the mission of the company and also the way that customers perceived it.